What is good, boys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of Quackers TV. Last time out I was told one of my videos was the worst thing someone had ever seen. So, bro, to you, I say, so's your mum, but I still kept coming back for more, so you should too. I'd advise you to subscribe. As you can see though, we're on international duty. Battered Island as expected, but first of all, before any Valencia gameplay, before anything Eurotrippy, we got a game against Germany. As you saw from the table there, it's looking pretty tight, tighter than my schedule at the moment because I've got about fucking 15 assignments due at once, but you know, I'm still here entertaining you boys and girls because I am the biggest procrastinator on the planet. Portugal, Germany. Germany don't do too well when it comes to big European fights, but you know, hopefully they might fare, well, I guess similar. Maybe a little less deafy though. Anyway, Germany though, you gotta say early on, without Big Ruru Diaz and Pharaoh, the Egyptian god card, to say they would have been comfortably ahead would be an understatement. A huge save here from Big Ruri, and another one coming up from the other Rui Patricio that is, but not this time because Pharaoh isn't gonna let anything, oh god it is. Balls to the wall, ladies and gentlemen. We got the stapler, we took our testicles and stapled them, and the sacrifice paid off because Rui Patricio was having the game of his life early on. Big corner for them now, but when they've got Timo, touch for Tyrant Werner running across the near post, you know you're pretty safe, to be honest. There's no real danger there. Cristiano Ronaldo though, driving forward into João Felix. Beautiful little cut in. That roll didn't quite qualify to be buttered, but this ball might be into Cristiano. You can see why he struggles to hold an relationship now with a head game. Some would say too strong there. Bruno Fernandes though plays a beautiful ball, piercing the German defence. We said earlier his last roll wasn't quite good enough to be served. Well, surely that one was. Neuer, lads, been sent to the shop, so if you're going there, we could use some milk, so if you want to bring that back for us, I'd appreciate it. Shit, he's rolled so hard it's not even Neuer anymore, it's Ter Stegen in the net. That's definitely not me just pivoting because I made a massive error. It's definitely been Neuer in goal beforehand, I promise, because Quackers would never lie to you, would he, boys? Wink wink, nudge nudge. João Felix cracking their defence like my voice is desperate to crack here, but he, as you always say, just not enough curve on that one, would not qualify for the hub, but he charges forward. Oh, you dickhead.
Why you being a dickhead for? Stop being a dickhead.
Goncalo, the GOAT, Guides though, charging.
Whole career.
Can we just say how genuinely depressing that is, that that's probably about as good as a skill run you'll get on career mode? Like, even I know how overhyped that editing was, but that is genuinely about as good as it gets on a career mode. I feel like that might be slightly xenophobic, so I'm hoping I can get the Graham Souness treatment and we can all just make a laugh and a joke out of it. Thank you very much. I still don't know how he's still on TV after saying something was very European. Anyway, Ronaldo though, he came out of retirement for Quackers TV. He said, boss, I don't have it anymore. I have not got it. I can't wear that number 7 shirt with pride. Well, speaking of number 7, 7 goals, 5 games under Quackers. This man was in retirement. He got a beer belly. Can you believe it? Cristiano Ronaldo had a pot belly. Quackers TV got the Rocky montage going, got him doing the wind sprints, and he is back with a flourish. Don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen. I know you see that number 10, and it sickens you. I know it does. I know it makes you sick to the pit of your stomach. Come the World Cup, which we have clearly just qualified for, he'll have that 7 he deserves back. Don't you worry, and the armband too. Germany, as usual, when it comes to worldly battles, as strong as the start might be, they always crumble at the end. Cristiano Ronaldo though, a big game from the big man himself. But it's that time you've all been waiting for. The filler episode is done. Valencia versus Deportivo, the B-Tech La Coruña Alaves. Those of you who watched last episode will know we won every single game, so it is time for us to continue where we set off.
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah!
And starts like this from Harvard, the bargain bucket Barnes will do that for you. Pedri, disappointing not just his wife last night, but us right there of the finish. Isn't going to make the same mistake twice. Drives through the defence. Yeah, I'm telling you lads, you need to think of a new difficulty for me. There needs to be a Quackers difficulty, because I ain't fucking playing competitive mode. I'm sorry. I know you all might want to see it, but I've already started playing a bloody career mode save with a full team of goalkeepers for you pricks, so you lot can ask nothing of me.
Boner alert.
That will be the 200 sub special, by the way, whenever I do reach 200 subs. I don't know when it will be released, because my assignments are absolutely piling on me like a bunch of year 7s who've just had a 50p thrown in front of their mate. And still to this day, that's the funnest thing to do in secondary school, is just to throw a bunch of random 2p coins at year 7s and watch them rush each other for it. As you can see though, we may have lost Goncalo the Goat Guedes, the Triple G, but Pedro Goncalves is living up to the Portuguese mantra. Yunus the Moose spins his man, sends in Harvard. He's going to play it across, and I'm not being funny, but even the teams we're playing have given up. The teams we play have literally, they're scoring goals for us because they just know otherwise we'll do it. Lad, this is a good finish, but you could have let Pedro get his hat-trick, to be honest. I mean, come on, lad, you're better than this. You're better than this. Anyway, as you can see, 5-0 already, and the worst part is it gets worse. Ludovic Ajorque, the big man we all know and love, the lanky streaker piss himself, bags one for himself, and it isn't going to stop there, because Weston McKennie must have smelt some oil, because that man was invading that penalty box like any American when he sniffs a bit of oil. He thinks he's striking lucky, and he is not striking out this time. Boys, that is a Weston McKennie home run touchdown pass. What a goal. 3 points for him. Speaking of 3 points, that would wrap up the 3 points for Valencia. I'm just thinking in my head, I genuinely think we may break our goals record we made last season. But before we can bag some more in La Liga, it's time for the Champions League to kick off. I'm not gonna lie, lads, I'm pretty tired, so, and it's 3:30 am, so I'm just gonna go and have a nap quickly beforehand, yeah? Meet you soon. It's 4 am at night, who the fuck is calling me now? Hello, it's Quackers TV here, the #1 show in Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan and Lithuania. It's me, your boy, QTV, emphasis on the QT because I am one. Who the fuck is calling me at 4 am?
Listen here, you little shit. Lose the game against Ajax tomorrow or else.
It's that dumb Spanish reporter who threatened to kill my first child. Alright then, listen here, you little shit. I'm going to make this very clear. This isn't a horror movie. Calling someone at 4 am isn't scary. It's just fucking annoying. I'm not scared. I'm half asleep and now even fucking more angry. Fuck off, you cringy little pagan.
Messir Quacky Boy, is it true you are still going to try and win tonight in spite of the Mandem?
Don't quite know what you mean. The Mandem haven't been put at risk by anyone. I don't know why you'd think that. A little bit suspicious if you ask me, but of course I'm going to set out to win every game I play because, as I say multiple times, we are the best team, and when it comes to searching for that dub, the Mandem know no limits. So the Mandem are going to go out there and rush everyone like they've got a phone and it's South London. Simple. Bye-bye. As you can see, boys and girls, your boy Quackers was threatened. Your boy's team was threatened. Your boy's loved ones was threatened. But you know what we do when we're threatened? Well, usually I end up crying, but you know, I've got to put a big front persona here, like I'm some big hilarious like arrogant bastard, because apparently that's what I am. So we're gonna go to Ajax of Amsterdam. Well, then they're gonna come to us because we don't go anywhere. We're the alpha males of Europe. They're gonna come to us and we're gonna show them why their initials are AA, because they're gonna need one. If it means breakdown coverage, they'll need that. If it means Alcoholics Anonymous, they'll need that too. They're going to need something after this to try and forget. And if it means crashing into a wall to forget it, or if it means hitting the bottle until the bottle stops hitting them. All I know is that joke was shit and we're on the attack. Kangin Lee into Jose Max. Everyone a little bit Gaia whips it, and you've got to think Pedri's finishing so far has been a little bit lackluster. But Carlos de Sola Beam finds Maxi Arnold. Beautiful cut.
I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Call Maxi Arnold the Butcher, because that piece of Dutch meat has just been sliced right open. What a goal for the lad. Beautiful bit of play. Pedri into Carlos Sola Beam. So I may have been joking about needing to hit the bottle, but I'm not going to lie, after that finish, their keeper might genuinely need it. And if you're wondering about the random cuts here and there from Ajax attacks, that's literally the pinnacle of their attack. They did fuck all. Pedri onto Soler. 27 minutes in, and the question has already been answered. Are Valencia the greatest team in European history? Well, I mean, fuck knows, but I hope so. I am not going to lie, boys. I needed to cough for the last 5 minutes, and that is probably why I sounded like a fucking cripple. But I'm back now. I do not sound like someone who's been left in the Sahara for 10 years. I am back to Quackers TV's enthusiasm, swerve, motivation, and verve. Bamford, though, lacking. Bamford, though, Soler, caught lacking again. We are being caught lacking all over the joint. The girls are asking for it, and we have not got the protection. Speaking of no protection, where is it for Ajax's goal right there? Absolutely embarrassing. I get it. You're all disappointed that Onana got a drugs ban. We're disappointed too. But you're being backkilled in your own box, lads. You're taking up the behind. We're coming all over you like... I don't know, who likes being come all over? I feel like no one does really. Like, it seems a bit messy and sticky. Anyway, Tadic... They think they're smart. They added Anthony to him. Oh, there, you're going to fake it, aren't you? We're not idiots, lad. Post. 4-0. Soon makes it 5 with Brenner with one of the most unrealistic and ugly finishes you're going to see anywhere else. By one of the most unrealistically face-scanned and ugliest players you're going to see anywhere else. All I know is... we all remember that reporter, yeah, who said this was going to be a piss-easy group for us. Piss-easy, his exact words. I probably shouldn't have bashed him and sued him for defamation, because yeah, he's probably right. This probably is going to be a piss-easy group. If our third choice striker is coming off the bench and absolutely pillaging, I might as well come off the bench and start pillaging. I mean, I ain't scored in a while. I could bloody use some freebies in real life too. The Valencia boys, though, they send Eric ten Hag back to the bottle. Walks away in disgust of his team down the Valencia trap hole, as you could see there. Carlos Soler has now overtaken Patty the Bee Bamford for top goalscorer, as I said.
News tonight, as an unknown assailant has reportedly taken a Pirley in Valencia's team airplane, leaving their first team unable to complete the 5-minute journey on foot to the Mestalla.
In case you didn't get that, someone took a piddle in our airplane exit, leaving us unable to get off the airplane because we're footballers and we're prima donnas, and we're not stepping through piddle for no man. Unless you're Brenner, to be fair, who stepped through it, definitely stepped through it, and I didn't. It's not like I just completely forgot that he played, and I'm trying to cover up for that fact right now, because of continuity matters in the Quackers verse, because the Quackers verse is the greatest universe ever created, ever conceived by anyone. As you can see though, the yellow submarine is docked. Sorry, if you guys know what docking means in the sexual term, you know exactly why I just had to gag and want to go and kill myself after saying that. The yellow submarine is parked up, we'll say that this time instead. Let's see, boys. Is it going to be made sink by the Valencia reserve team? Well, Yunus Musa says yes. Yunus the Moose unleashes a fearsome strike past their keeper. First goal of the season. Spoiler alert, boys. Just a quick spoiler for all you cheeky chappies who got this far. It's not even going to be the last of this episode. Yunus the Musa finds Brenner, drives through, showing exactly what I wanted in him. That little bit of pace going with my stutter is just not a good combination. Pedro Goncalves though, speaking of combinations, oh my yes. Fuck's sake. Boys, we were so close to perfection, so close to cementing the legacy of Pedro Goncalves. So close to forgetting Goncalo Guedes. And it all comes spitting in our face like a girl when I ask him out. What? But Brennett showing exactly why he has a 2-star weak foot with an intolerably shit finish. Villarreal whip it in late on, and you know you do not want the ball in your box. I mean, to be honest, girls, tell me I don't think you ever want balls in your box, full stop. Thankfully though, the yellow submarine is stuttering. It is not staying afloat right now. It is sinking, and not in the way a submarine's meant to. Paco Alcacer though whips it, but Axel Tuanzebe with some absolutely beautiful composure. Yunus the Moose showing his leadership skills here. Brennan knocks onto Goncalves, goal.
Pause.
How do I terminate a contract? There's got to be a way to terminate a contract, right? We should be about 3 or 4 up, but I know Condridi here is going to absolutely bottle another one. I'm just going to talk to my agent quickly.
Oh my goodness gracious!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I'll talk to my agent, by the way. Boys, this is top division football. You cannot afford to bottle chance after chance. You cannot afford to play cocky ball. You can't do it. And we have paid the price with a sweaty goal. It is the middle of winter. But those boys right there are looking like they've been in a sauna for the last 20 years. They are pruned up. I'm not even going to mention the fact he chipped it, because I'm going to chip one of these twos when he gets in the tunnel with a fucking cocky cunt. Fernino, maybe one of the most arrogant names I've ever heard someone get. This was just a painful cutscene, to be honest. Walking away from Unai Emery. As an Arsenal fan, that is not ideal. Boys and girls, though, you see it, don't you? We're actually playing Valladolid. I don't have to make a million errors trying to pronounce their name for once. It's Valencia Valladolid, and Quack is already in the lead. You can tell I'm excited for this one. I didn't even have a semi when I walked into this game. I was full mast. The ship was ready to set sail, and Yunus the Musa was ready to let it blow. Yeah, I should probably start thinking before I say things. Quick spoiler though. That's still not his last goal of the episode. Pedro Goncalves shows he can finish a cross goal with a beautiful one past the keeper. Apologises because we all know he owes us after that last miss. Brenner though, beautiful bit of footwork. Loses it, but Maxi Arnold, the absolute maestro here. Oh my. No, rewind that, because I want all of you to just admire this dummy I just did there, because that was disgusting and I deserve all of the ratings in the world for it, because that was genuinely ridiculous and it was intentional for once. I can't even do the America sign or anything here, the America effect, because that dummy deserved the goal. Brenner lad, all is forgiven, to be fair. All is forgiven. I don't give a shit if you can do fuck all else. This dummy alone deserves... Yeah, that was genuinely a bit ridiculous. I honestly think the Valladolid defenders gained chromosomes after that dummy. Rivera though, bangs it. The young lad's getting football this year, I don't care. The young lad, he's earned it. Every time we send for this man, he cooks something up like he is there. Every time we ask him to pull something off, he does it. Maxiano though, into Brenner. He's looking like a decent signing. Bamford and Ajorque still stuck on that plane.
He's already dead.
Brenner's saying, boss, you can rely on me for the next few fixtures. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. But you know who we have been able to rely on this the whole time?
Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah.
Yes, people. That is a all-American hat-trick from Yunus, the Moose, the 100% only American blood running through his veins, Musa. That is a hat-trick. The match ball must have had some freedom in it because it is being taken home by the American hero. Captain America, I should have given the armband just so I can make that pun over and over, has done what we all could only have wished for him. 4 goals already in the season, 4 in the episode, but we got confidence of the lad. You got a question for me, babes?
Match the night to have your full squad of oversized Madonna back to in their white time.
Alright, Lash, seriously, you need to stop breathing before you speak because I don't know what you're saying anymore. Yes, it is nice to have my full squad back and not have to rely on a guy with 2-star weak foot up front and an American 71 rated centre mid. They've done absolutely beautifully for me so far, but you know, I'm a typical manager, so I'm biased to all of my favourites, and they aren't my favourites. So my favourites are going to get played no matter what. By then,
you are about to experience my full power.
As you heard, the full team is back. Man City have been graced by the godliness of the Spanish champions. Oh, doesn't it just feel so good to say? Valencia Club de Football at their very finest. You see Harvey Barnes is back. You see Patty, the B, Bamford is back. And you see this man, Ilian Mesle, is back, reading the attacks with utter ease and contempt, breaking up another attack beautifully. The man had missed the balls in his hands, and Bamford had missed doing that, banging it home like we could only dream. The man has been back.
I fucking love you, man.
Damn right I do. The man has been back for 8 minutes, and he is already sending everyone into a ferocious wave of cheers. Did I just say a load of words because I forgot what word I meant to use? You're goddamn sweet biffy right, I did. All I know is I'm right about this as well. Man City, I battered you enough times with Leeds. It was embarrassing. My keeper is all over you. My attack is all over you. My defence is so fucking unbothered by you. We're letting you get through so my keeper can just make some more saves. And my midfield is playing through you like you're barely there. Chon Koopman is into Jose, makes every man a little bit gaia. He's about to find Carlos Soler, and he's about to fucking let loose.
Still fast as fuck, boy.
They just cannot keep up. How can Soler, watching his old vice captain drive for him? I'm assuming they played together because how Cancelo was at Valencia for a while. What a goal though. As I always say, that bloody net must have been a watertight because that Soler beam right there was super effective. And the cheeky little dink pass to keeper, just... what can you say about Carlos Soler at this point? The man is just taking a save by the scruff of his neck and carries it. I'm barely doing anything except making cringy jokes and stuttering my way through commentaries. Carlos Soler is making this career mode relevant. Even now though, look at the press from those two. Pedri, Soler, Bamford, switching quickly into Harvey Barnes to close the gap up, forcing them into gaps. They're tiring themselves out pointlessly for no real reason. They're just running into alleys. What can you say? It's just the defensive dreams. Look at that. Absolutely played through him. Massive gap now for Harvey Barnes after all of that hard work. And you've got to think he's going to bang.
Oh.
And you've got to think he's going to bottle it, like I said beforehand. Harvey, the bargain bucket Barnes, must have gone rotten. And raw chicken isn't the nicest for you. But you know what it is? Ilian Mesle reading and ending yet another Man City attack. What a performance from that keeper right there. Carlos Soler, though, finds Harvey Barnes, gives him one more try. Whips it early for Bamford. Some good defending.
Nothing left!
Man City had gone high press. You can see their stamina there. Sorry, that sound got me. You can't afford to leave nothing. You can't afford to leave nothing in the tank against us because
my wee wee goes boing boing.
I was speaking of the little quackers. If you'd stop interrupting me with sound effects every time, I'd appreciate it. Fuck off, mate. Fair enough. As I was saying, you cannot afford to leave nothing left in the tank. That was definitely double negative, but fuck it. You can't afford an empty tank. There we go. When you play Valencia, because we're going full speed, full pelt for 90 minutes. Even now, our defence is looking sharp as ever as we concede a goal. And as you can see, Gundogan absolutely delighted with that finish, sprinting off to the fans, to Pep, to say, lad, we did it. The mighty Valencia, the best team in the world. We scored a goal against them. But boys and girls, hope you enjoyed. I've got to run now. Have a good one. Quackers out.